On gloomy winter days, a favorite lunch at our house is a grilled cheese sandwich. There's just nothing more comforting and probably nothing more delicious. Today we're making 4 variations on our classic theme. The first is a cheddar grilled cheese with chutney, a nice contrast of flavors there. A Gruyere grilled cheese with a sage oil to coat the bread. Fontina grilled cheese with roasted peppers. And one of my new favorites, Minori grilled cheese with crisp prosciutto and fig jam. So let's get started. So our first sandwich is going to be Gruyere with sage oil. So we'll take a few leaves of sage. A little goes a long way. Sage is a very strong herb. And then just slice them into thin ribbons. And then take some olive oil, 3 or 4 tablespoons. We want to warm the olive oil for just about a minute. You don't want it too hot. You don't want to fry the sage. You just want to infuse the oil with its flavor. Add the sage, just swirl the pan, and just let that sit for a few minutes while you prepare your other ingredients. Now we cut the cheese. Take our bread. This is sourdough bread, one of my favorites, but any kind of bread would be great. So when your pan's hot, but not too hot, brush one side of the bread with the sage oil, and then just invert it into the pan. It's usually, about 3 minutes aside. And while that's cooking, just brush the other side of the bread with the sage oil. Smells and looks delicious. Let's bring this to a board. Cut it. There's our Gruyere with sage oil. So our next sandwich is lovely, creamy, melty Fontina cheese and piquillo peppers. The sweetness of the peppers is just a perfect marriage with this wonderful melting cheese from Italy. And we'll do it on a nice crusty bread. Remember, the slices shouldn't be too thick. There we go. Cut our cheese. To our Fontina, we add our wonderful sweet roasted peppers. These are piquillo peppers from Spain, but any sweet roasted pepper would do. Put that together. Add the all-important butter. And into the pan. Our next sandwich is going to be medium New York cheddar, white cheddar, delicious. This is Julia's favorite sandwich. Also, I think it's important not to slice the bread too thickly. You want the cheese to have center stage here. We're just going to add a little twist and add a little of this chutney, which is a nice sort of sweet, semi-acidic, spicy note that goes really well with the rich cheddar cheese. This would be good with the sage oil too, but I'm going to stick with good old basic butter here. And our last sandwich is a new favorite of mine. It's Minori cheese, which is this wonderful cheese from Greece. Very mild and very creamy. Nice crusty bread. Our crisp prosciutto. And fig jam. And the sweetness of the fig jam and the saltiness of the prosciutto is an amazing combination. As always, butter the bread. And into the pan. All grilled cheese, I think, is wonderful garnished with a little mustard. Just put it on the plate so people can dip the corner of their bread in it. And Cornichon, nice sort of tart pickles that make every bite of grilled cheese taste like the first bite.